Assalamualaikum and a good morning to our honorable speakers, Dr. Shahliza Abdul Halim and also Prof. Dr. Dayang Norhayati. Okay, and also to all the participants to our workshop entitled Collaborative Learning in Digital Environment Experiences. Okay, so before we start, let me introduce our speakers for today. So we have Dr. Shahliza binti Abdul Halim is a lecturer in Software Engineering Department, Faculty of Computer Science and Information Systems, Universiti Teknologi Malaysia. And she has a Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Sciences, Software Engineering at UTM, and research area covered software product line, software reuse, component-based software engineering, and software architecture and design. So we have also Prof. T.S. Dr. Dayang Norhayati binti Abang Jawawi, a professor in School of Computing, Faculty of Engineering, Universiti Teknologi Malaysia UTM. So she has a PhD in the field of software engineering from UTM. And she is currently Associate Chair Academic and Student Development. And she is a member of the Software Engineering Research Group, Smart Digital Community Research Alliance. She is actively involved in all the design and implementations of software engineering curriculum. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to invite both speakers to start their sharing sessions. Okay, over to you, Doctor and Prof. Dr. Hayati.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to MC for today, Dr. Dayang, and also to all UTM, UNIMAS community, sorry. Okay, I'm very grateful that this is the second time that UNIMAS have invited me, and also for Dr. Dayang is numerous time. So Alhamdulillah. And I will try my best to share the experience that I want to share today. Okay, so let's share first the material. Our title for today is Collaborative Online Learning Using Discord as a one-size-fits-all communication tool. And it is an experience sharing. Okay, so quote unquote, yeah, one-size-fits-all, let me explain. Okay, so basically there will be no one size fits all in this world. There will be a lot of sizes and all sizes fits only one person or one item or anything. So basically this is our journey in order to share how do we fit Discord in our learning approach. So that's why the title is that way, yeah? Discord as a one size fits all, where we try to fit in our learning approach. Fit in Discord as a communication tool, yeah, in our learning approach. So that is the title. Okay. And in the layout or in our content, okay, for today is the introduction, collaborative learning and online learning environment. And then I will share my experience with Discord in the POPBL learning approach, yeah, learning implementation. And then Prof. Dr. Dayang will share her experience in a more wide area, PBL, okay, also using Discord. And then the conclusion by Prof. Dr. Dayang. Okay. So as a starter, okay, so it is crucial in online learning to have a collaborative learning. So why? Yeah. Okay. So basically, we are from the pandemic era until the endemic era. So we have been using all the online tools that available because this is emergency teaching. So we try to find any tools that can support us. So basically, it's not enough to impart knowledge just using the tool because sometimes we tend to be a passive way, yeah, in order to impart our knowledge to our learner. Okay, so collaborative learning is a way where we try to have an active participation where the learners, which are the student, will learn together in order to understand the material. Okay, and we as an instructor, we try to we act as a coach or we give feedback And yes, we give a lecture, but it's not the majority of the time that we give lecture. So we give the ample time for the students or the learner to teach among them for that particular topic in our subject. Okay, so that's where collaborative assignment and project CAP, in short, approach that we try to implement. Yeah. So basically in CAP, okay, we have the content provider, meaning that we have in my course, I have a stakeholder where the stakeholder is coming to the class and give or impart a problem, a real world problem to the student, so that they can solve the problem, okay, based on collaborative learning. Okay, so in CAP approach, we have two learning implementation that we use, which are project-based learning and project-oriented problem-based learning, and also problem-based learning. So POPBL and PBL in short. So we have the instructional object, meaning that we have maybe lab sheet or assignment, problem write up for the student to 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 uh, to assist them to solve the problem, and also learning objects where we have the teaching materials for the student to use. And it's not enough just giving them, so we have to assess how much they understand using formative and summative assessment. Okay, and apart from that, a very important thing for us, because we are online, so we should have a supporting tool for our online collaborative learning. So last year, we have already shared with you in UNIMAS all the collaborative tool that we use, such as Discord, Trello, Jamboard, and Google. Okay. However, for this particular sharing, so like what I said, we concentrate more on Discord. But still, there will be other tools will involve. But the star for today is Discord. Okay, so why? Yeah, why? Because there are other video conferencing too also. We have Zoom, we have WebEx, we have Microsoft Teams. Okay, so basically, I start using Discord when my final year project student asked me to join him in order to do discussion in Discord. So it's very first time experience for me. Okay, and then what I really attracted to, okay, when I discuss with him is the way, the easy way that I can discuss with him, because he just give me a link. So I join his server, we call it server. Okay, and then I don't have to share any more link. So I just go into that the channel. Okay, in the server there is a channel. So I just go there and then discuss with him. So that's all. So there is not much hassle, and also there will be no we don't have to install Discord. We just go to the website and then register and then just log in. But when I practice using Discord, because I should have a, a what interaction with my student on time, so I install it also, so that I have notification when the student asks me, so I can just reply to them in Discord. But during the first time, I don't have to install anything, because it's just we just use the website. Okay, and then another thing that is after a while using it, another thing is the text, the text channel. Okay, when we are using Zoom, when we are using WebEx, we do texting. But when we shut down, or when we end the session, so the text will be no more. So there will be no cloud place. The cloud doesn't uh, store the text. And then another one is the breakout, breakout session. So in Zoom, in WebEx, and of course Team, there are breakout session so that the student can discuss there. However, Okay, when I see it, when I use Discord, it really helped me in order to see what happened when the student discuss during the breakout session. So in Zoom, I have to go in and then I see. Also in WebEx, I have to go in the breakout session and see what they are doing. But in Discord, we can see it straight away what happened. Either they are, if they are doing a live session, meaning that they are sharing their video. Okay, they are sharing their material. We can see it, and how many people in that particular channel, okay, are discussing with each other. So we can see it straight away. So that is really convenient for me. Yeah, because I can reflect. So this team is not enough. Okay, I will go there and ask what happened, or maybe this team have no one there, so I can do something lah when that happen. Yeah, so that is the justification why Discord. Yeah, okay. So, about our learning approach, okay. So we have PBL and POPBL in short. Okay, there are commonalities because both of us are from reuse area, so we look into common part and also the variable part where we can reuse. Okay, so the common part of PBL and POPBL are it should engage student in real world problem. That's where we have to find the real stakeholder in order to share the problem to the students. Okay, and then it is a small group work. Small group work. So it's around 3 to 4 students in a team. So I really highlight that. But if there is no way to have 3 to 4, there's maybe there are 2 more students left behind after we form a team of 4, but 2 more students left. So we have to add the student into that already 4 members of a team. So already, but basically a majority of the group will be 4. Yeah. Okay. And then what is the difference? Yeah, what is the difference? Okay, so for PBL, it's about problem understanding. Okay, so from understanding the problem, the learner can build theory, yeah, from the problem, yeah, how to solve the problem. However, for POPBL, it's about how to give solution for the problem. And another thing is the practical product produced from the problem. So it must have a product. It instead of PBL, it doesn't have a product per se. Yeah? So in PBL, it must have a milestone and also product. And also, okay, it should be a project management approach for POPBL. Okay, so meaning that again there must be a milestone, and each milestone have its own deliverable for the learner to submit. So and also for POPBL, it's a self-directed learning where again it's highly structured in a project frame. Okay, so why I highlight POPBL, because I will explain POPBL later. Okay, so basically for the PBL, it's about iterative learning. Okay, again, they build the theory based on the problem. Okay, so they learn and learn again. So maybe the problem have lots of gray area from the start, and then after that, the area of misunderstanding, or they don't understand the area, so the area will get smaller and smaller. They learn more and they understand more. Okay, so that is PBL. But Prof. Dr. Dayang will explain it more clearly later. Okay, so let's see the Discord in POPBL implementation in my own experience. Okay, so as I said earlier, so PBL and POPBL, the major thing is the problem. The major component is the problem. Okay, so again for POPBL, it has another component which is the project. Okay, where the project has deliverable, milestone and deliverable. Okay, and another component very important in order to solve the project is the teamwork with among the students. Okay, when we talk about teamwork, yes, collaborative learning is the can be used in order for the team to learn with each other. However, because we are specifically focusing on team, okay, so we implement cooperative learning also, okay, to detail out what should be in a teamwork. Okay, so I explained a few, okay, of the elements important for cooperative learning. So the first one is positive interdependence. Okay, so meaning that the student depends on each other to solve the problem, but it must be positive, meaning that they are not too dependent on their teammates or team member. Yeah, so the positive part is where they have their own part to solve, and then they work together even though they have their own parts, but they have to understand their work, the whole work all together. So that is positive interdependence. There are times where the student tends to give his own solution to solve the problem, his own solution, and then he asks all his team member to check whether his solution is okay or not. It means that he is confident that he alone can solve the problem. But in cooperative learning, we will try to give the problem part by part, so that all the problem will not be the student or the learner will not be able to solve it alone. Okay, that is the critical part lah, in order to give the problem. So the student cannot solve it alone, so he will have to depend on his team member. Okay, so that is positive interdependence. And then we have individual and group accountability. So meaning that each team members must have a role. Okay, apart from their role, they have as a group, they must work together to fulfill the deliverable, uh, to to uh, to follow the milestone, and to produce the deliverable. And then of course they have to interact. Yeah. Okay. And other part, yeah, is appropriate use of interpersonal skill, and also regular self-assessment and group functioning. Okay. So that one should be uh, where the instructor have also the role to play there. So to assess the student as a team. Okay, so in POPBL, we have proposed a framework. So where the person I work together is Dr. Norhayati, okay, to have the initial framework for POPBL. Okay, so the POPBL have been used, um, have been implemented by Dr. Dayang in teaching computer programming, and also in a few software engineering courses. Okay, so we have already implemented the framework. So a bit of a description, just a small description of the framework. So the framework have three parts. Okay, onset stage, execution stage, and closure. Okay, onset stage, this is what I will describe later. So we have the entry survey, and then the team formation. So this is a very important part, because from the entry survey, we know the diversity of our students, in terms of race, in terms of CPA, GPA, in terms of their where do they come from, and also male or female. Okay, a few years back, before online, before pandemic, we also give index of learning style. But when pandemic comes and when online learning, we couldn't handle that one. So an index of learning style is where we also assess how the student learns, so that when we form the team, the students have the basic idea of how their team members learn, so that they can accept the situation, and not blaming why does this particular member is like this or like that. But when pandemic comes, we couldn't use learning style, index of learning style, we just give entry survey and then form team. And then case study dissemination is where we find the stakeholder and then write up and then give to the student initial case study from the stakeholder. Okay, so basically, basically, execution stage is where the project management comes. So we use a software development life cycle, in order to manage the project. Okay, and then lastly, closure stage is where we post-mortem. We try to see how effective is the learning or the teamwork happen. But however, I try to make it every lecture we have exit ticket, so that with the exit ticket, it's a survey actually, I know how to improve more in the lecture or in the teamwork. Okay. And then Discord. So this one I also have a good assistant or good guidance from Dr. Nuzal about Discord. She's one of the implementer of Discord also in UTM. Okay, and so this is where we implement the Discord. Okay, we implement POPBL using Discord. So in this subject, requirements engineering and software modeling. Okay, there are three course learning outcome, but we use the CLO which relate to team. Is two. CLO2 and CLO3. So CLO2 is where the student will produce deliverables. Okay, 3 deliverables, 1, 2, 3. So 50% all the deliverables in team. 50% of coursework, and it will be teamwork. And then CLO3 is where they will assess their team members in terms of teamwork. So it is a peer assessment 10%. So overall 60% on team. So that's why we really have to monitor. We have to see what happened in a team. Okay. So basically, we start using Discord in the semester 2, 2020-2021. Okay. However, that one is halfway during the semester. What happened is the students feel really burdened because they are solving the real stakeholder problem. Okay, they are not solving alone, they are solving in team, and the team are diverse, so they are really stressed at that time, and they ask me to join their WhatsApp, Telegram, and so forth. They ask me to join. Doctor, please see what happened in our team. We cannot do it. The project is really really difficult, and also the team didn't work together. That is what happening lah. So I discussed with the coordinator. So how to do? Okay, so then Dr. Norhayati suggests. So we have to have a team chat so that we also can join the team chat. So what happened is we create a channel, team chat channel in our Discord, and we private all the team chat so that the student can discuss in a team. So we can also monitor what happened in each team. So what happened after that is 2 teams that really have a bad problem in communication, but others, okay, they move on. They can solve the problem. Alhamdulillah lah at that time. And for this semester, SEM2 2021-2022, we implement it from the start. Okay, so from the start, okay, so I just share what happened from the start. Okay, so during team formation, okay, let's okay, during team formation, okay, wait, okay, okay, this is okay. During team formation, what happened is this is the channel, okay, our channel, okay. So we have okay, okay. form a team. So I have 50 students, 51 students, and 14 of them are Malay male, 3 of them are Malay female. Okay, the rest are international students. So how diverse it is. So from there I form. Okay, so this is where I put all my content so that the student easy to access. Okay, even though we have Moodle, but somehow in Discord also can support all the materials that we put in Moodle, so that when Moodle down or something happen, so we can go to Discord in order to use the material. Okay, so basically the top information is here. Okay. So we can see so if there is a female, so I must put them 2 in a team or 3 in a team, because one female, one female in a team is not proper lah, because they will discuss during late at night and so forth. So there must be 2 female in one team or 3. Okay, one male is okay. One male is okay, no problem with one male, but the female must be more than one. Okay, and then there are different races here lah. Even teams where there are no Malay, Somali, Egyptian, Sudan, Yemeni, and so forth. Okay, and also GPA I didn't show lah, the GPA CGPA information. Okay, so from there I form the team. So the team have 2 channel, text channel and also voice channel. So I call it team breakup. Okay, so for voice channel, I don't private the channel because I can see who is in that channel. Okay, but for the team channel, okay, I private it only for the team appointed. So for team 1, so for example, I give only permission to I private the channel and give permission to only these members. Okay, 4 members. Okay, so that is where we private the text channel. Okay, so every time an assessment, we give assessment or they have to submit deliverable, I will check each team chat so that I can see how active they are in solving the problem lah. Okay. So basically the monitoring is from the start lah. So for example, I have given them problem solving. So okay, when I give comment, I say that some of them, for example, this person and this person are not participating. So after that, the message are numerous from all the team members. So they know that we are monitoring them and they try to do their best. Okay, so back to the okay, so this is where the team formation. Okay, and then teaching and learning. So basically, sometimes I use WebEx also in order to give lecture, but the focus of using Discord is where I have to wrap up or discuss with my student. Okay, discuss with my student. Okay, so basically I use Discord to wrap up the lecture, to discuss with the student, and also to maybe meet the student, do meeting with the student. Okay, so this is example. Okay, what happened? So this is environment of Discord. Okay, so basically. Okay. So what happened here is, okay, apart from compared to Zoom, compared to WebEx, when there's breakout channel close, based on timing, so all the students will be okay. They will go back to the main WebEx where we can give lecture. However, in Discord, because all the all the channel for the team to discuss permanent. So there are times when the student forgot to go to the general channel. General channel is where we give lecture, wrap up of the lecture, and even give lecture. So they forgot to go there, and they forgot to go there. So in Discord, we can move them also. We can move this student who haven't moved on from the team discussion. So we move them to the general channel, voice channel, so that they can hear our lecture. Yeah? So that is what happened here. And then, but not many lah. And they are, okay, so basically, even though we have to move them to the general voice channel, so basically we know who left in the team channel. So we can see right away. We can see right away who are still there. Okay, so and their team members also help in order to remind their team members. Okay, and then for the lecture, okay. So the lecture, so it's the same. We can share our screen. So it's the same like Google Meet, like others. Okay, we can share entire screen, window, or maybe a tab. Okay. Okay. So where is the sharing? Where is the the sharing of the material is in the stream. So the student have to click the stream and then they can see what I'm sharing. So it's a little bit different from Zoom or WebEx or Google Meet. Okay, so this is where I wrap up back the lecture. Okay, and then interaction. So the student have not don't have any problem in interacting because they can just talk right away. Okay, so for example, okay, so basically so the interaction is natural lah. So it's a live voice, so don't have to open the camera. However, about opening the camera, okay, in Discord, because it is a gamers platform, so it has a limitation. Only 25% in a channel. Okay, when we have only 25 of person in the channel, we can open the camera. More than that, we cannot open the camera. So sometimes when I want the students to see my expression, so I use WebEx sometimes. Okay, so that is the disadvantage, not disadvantage, but a little bit of um, what a little bit of disadvantage I can say. Okay, so basically okay, back here, and for the monitoring, okay, I give exit ticket. So based on the first activity, which is the team formation, okay, so I ask them, are they satisfied with the team members appointed to them? So there are one student who really opposed. He really didn't like his team member because I don't know, it happens that his team member is the one that he have been the same person have been his team member before, and he has a very bad experience with that person. So if I go to the text channel also, I can see the sentiment. He said that I will die working with you. So that problem haven't settled yet. I'm still seeing what they can do with what he can do in the team, and after that, after this first problem solving, I see how they perform together, and then I will try to solve what the problem lah. Okay, so basically based on the experience of having team chat and team voice channel together in Discord, so a lot of them have positive thoughts. So they said excellent because teacher can see who is doing what. Okay, so they are comforted with the idea that I know what happened in their team. It's not just them telling me, but I know straightforward what happened. And then can discuss easily about the task. It's better than having WhatsApp group because he has too many. And then I love the idea of implementing Discord. As a gamer, I'm quite familiar with this, so no problem. And another, I think it is quite helpful since we do not need to create separate Zoom every time you want to discuss. And then I think it's not a bad idea since it's easier for the lecturer to contact the team whenever necessary. It's also convenient for us as we can have all in one place. And there is a negative one, only one, where she don't like Discord. She likes to work in Telegram. Okay, but basically it takes time lah for those who are new to Discord to really like Discord, maybe because maybe the environment. Okay, when in Telegram she can only focus on the text, but in Discord there are both many things there. Okay, so he or she have to get accustomed, okay, or get familiarized. Maybe after 2 or 3 lecture or 2 or 3 activities, yeah, in team, yeah. Okay, so fit, okay, one size fits all, but yeah, this is where the part fit, where Discord fit in our teaching and learning. Okay, so basically, again, available anytime. No need to create link. Okay, and we have content management like what I've shown before. Okay, in Discord, I can put my content in certain channel. Okay, different channel. Okay, for example, announcement. So announcement I put on the CI briefing, on announcement on the midterm and so forth. Okay, and then in the resources, okay, all about the important resources. For example, because I have to, when I put them in team, it's not just putting them together. I have to really guide them in order to have a good teamwork. So this one, I ask them to have a role in their team, and also other than that, about rules. So basically, the student they are online, 12 online now. Okay, because we have a class this afternoon at 2 p.m. Okay, they are doing the problem solving, I think. Okay, so basically, the rules when they start or join Discord channel, this server, okay, is to have to give full name. Okay, so if not, you else you will be kicked and banned from the server. So because it's very crucial to have a okay, the proper name, because we also have to choose them as a member in their team. So if we see here, okay, we can see their permission. Okay, this is their full name. Okay, but there are times when they use profile, they just change their profile actually. So basically their names are gamers name. So totally we don't know who which one of them. Okay, so it's very hard if they don't use their full name. So that's why we ask them. The first rule is to change their name to full name. Okay, so here. Okay, I can see online and offline student. However, there may be students who just put their status offline. Yeah, actually, but I will state in the text channel, general text channel, where I communicate with the student. I will ask, why are you offline now? Okay, so sometimes they reply, no, doctor, I'm not offline. Actually, that is my status. Okay, so then they are online back. Okay, so we can see real time what happened. Okay, and then sometimes when it really what really necessary, so I call or text them after class if they don't come to class. Okay, so that is really convenient lah for me. And then in Discord, it's not only the lecture, is it gives facilities for the lectures, such as sharing screen and so forth. But in the team, they can also have multiplayer screen. For example, they can have live, they can share their screen, more than one student can share their screen together, stream together. Okay, and then they can have parallel channels. So this team are sharing their video. Okay, and this team also can share, and all other teams can share. So that is the convenient for them to learn with each other, learn with their team, and convenient for us to guide them. Yeah. Okay, and then okay, fit for team working. Okay, so again, I really appreciate the private team chat and also the permanent breakout room for discussion, because I know I can monitor what happened, because I have 51 students. I can, when I put them in group, it's only 13 group. So I can monitor 13 group actually. However, I must make sure that the 13 group are working together as one, not as individual. So that is where private team chat and also permanent breakout room is very necessary for me to monitor. Okay. And then easy to talk with the instructor. So I just, when they ask me, when they tag me in Discord, so I can go to their team chat, or I can go to their voice channel, or here I call it breakout room. Okay. Actually voice channel. So I can go there and discuss during class. And then this one, instructor join group channel to give suggestion. And then instructor make sure students are on track. So on track meaning that I can see what happened in the team chat. Are they really discussing about the submission that they have to submit? Yeah, the deliverable that they have to submit. Yeah. Okay. So again, one size fits all will never happen. So where can we fit? Where where can we customize Discord for more effective learning? Yeah, so is more fitting needed? Of course, yes. Yeah, there is no one size fits all. So the first one is improvement for teaching and learning. Again, recording for lecture, because there are no recording given. So I use another tool to record my lecture, okay, if necessary. Yeah, because sometimes we have a lot of lecture recording, but do they see our lecture recording, right? So I just record part which are really necessary for them to see. Yeah. Okay, and then video during lecture, meaning that they cannot see me. I cannot open my camera because I have 51 students at the time, so they cannot see my expression lah. However, voice also really voice intonation and so forth is really needed lah during the lecture. And then it's really good if there is a reminder in all the team voice channel, okay, because they are discussing with their friend, and sometimes they forgot that the discussion has ended and they have to go to general channel for me to give a wrap up about the lecture. So it really nice to have a reminder, so that the student know that the breakout session has ended and they can join my lecture. And then improvement for team working. So it's good that if we have the engagement time of each student while they are discussing with their team members in the team channel, team chat, yeah, or maybe team voice channel. So how many time, how much time did they engage? So that we know that when some of them said that their team are not active, so how much what is the measure of active. So we can have the measure from the engagement time. And then sentiment analysis. So meaning that we can see negative, negative, if we can detect negative communication between the team members, or maybe they are fighting in the chat. Okay, so we can address earlier, earlier lah. It's not until the end. So we can detect earlier the problem in the team. Okay, and then attendance recording during meeting. So meaning they are not only meet during the lecture, they are doing it after hours, after office, after their lecture ends, maybe at night. So I have no notification. So when I see, so there are many of them started 9 p.m. to discuss, because the time difference among the international student and local. So they prefer at night. Okay, so it really nice if the when the student attend the meeting, it recorded automatically. Okay, so that is among the wish list to fit in Discord for more effective learning. So okay, 10:48. So I think that's all for me. The Dayang Azra. So I end my session now, and then we meet later. So,
Okay, Doctor, no problem. Okay, so now we pass to Prof. Dr. Dayang to share her experience related to the collaborative learning also.
So thank you very much again to come for this invitation. And then I really honored to work closely with UNIMAS on teaching and learning, and including curriculum review. So hopefully we can continue this initiative. Okay, so what I will continue experience too with from Dr. Shahliza sharing just now. So my sharing is more on problem-oriented based learning, which is problem-based learning implementation. Yeah, it is based on one of our projects that we organized with Kementerian Pendidikan Daerah Segamat, where we run one program called Bengkel Kemahiran Computational Thinking through educational robotics with 5 schools in Segamat. Okay, so we're using the same framework. Okay, to start with, let I recap back. This is what we discussed in last year, 31st March to 2021, where we focus with the collaborative learning, looking at what's different between physical and digital environment. Okay, and we discuss how we manage that with some WL of Faculty School of Computing. Okay, so what new this year is ubiquitous computing in education. We try to make with this project, the contents are a bit. We do not have to do the lecture. We have all the material online in a micro, and then just that we need to do more mentoring and monitoring of the student activities online. Okay, so let I use video. This video is about what I have in the project and for the 3 days activities, and then after this video I'll continue with how actually Discord help us to manage the learning activities. Yeah.
educational robotics. This is more challenging.
You can hear the video, yeah?
Ya, boleh.
Okay.
Online teaching during a pandemic is even more challenging for a course like computational thinking for problem solving through educational robotics. This is because teaching software development involves technical complexity that requires physical robotic instrument and different knowledge and skill in solving the problems. So we propose a learning approach for teaching computational thinking using mobile robots to help the youth learn during the pandemic. For the pandemic, the computational thinking course was implemented by running a workshop where instructors and facilitators were involved in physical monitoring and coaching during the workshop. With the current situation, we need to adapt and apply a new approach, making sure that the learning process of the workshop can be continued. Teaching students and ensuring they understand the lesson during pandemics are challenging. It is even more challenging for hands-on courses like computational thinking for problem solving through educational robotics. The course require prior understanding of robotics components to know how it works before they can solve the problem. The challenge in learning the lesson alone makes students feel helpless, less confident, and isolated. The project's objectives are to develop a micro-credential course called Computational Thinking for Problem Solving Through Educational Robotics, propose and implement a collaborative learning approach for delivering the course during pandemic. The novelty of this project is the implementation of a collaborative learning approach to enhance student confidence in problem-solving activities and can encourage students to complete hands-on robotic programming activities in an online learning environment. The creativity behind the projects come from the micro-potential course consisting of multiple materials and activities including 9 teaching modules, 8 lectures and instructional videos, 11 animated videos, quizzes, question bank, and 2 sets of line-following robot competition. The main components of the approach are content provider, learning object models, tool for teachings, and formative and summative assessment. We have content designer, content expert, instructor, and facilitators. The learning object model consists of 3 layers of subcomponents, which are methodology level, instructional objects, and learning object. In methodology level, student works collaboratively with their teammates to make sure the RoboCar mobile robot moves on the track they made and reach the finishing line as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, for the instructional object, students join their team to compete against other groups in the game field environment. Lastly, learning object consists of computational thinking concept, robotics, software developments, and teamwork. Tools for teaching include Open Learning as the platform for the micro-credential course. Discord is used for the mentors in delivering the lessons to their assigned group. Google Meets support instructors in meeting the students and conducting the RoboCar line following game, while OBS broadcast software manage media source to support the live event. The last component is the formative and summative assessment. The student submission being assessed during the course includes algorithm design, robot programming, quizzes, video, photos, and robot time performance. The application of collaborative learning approach enable the delivery of the module to the student in online 100%. That being said, last April, we organized a 3-day workshop. Students collaborate on group problem solving at their respective location. UTM instructor and facilitator mentor the students' progress in UTM conference and operation rooms. At the end of 3 days course, a competition is being held where students compete with other groups online. The approach learning activity occurs as students collaboratively engage with city concept skill and practice in solving the mobile robot programming tasks. In terms of commercialization, the design course has been developed and now available in the UTM micro-credential based on open learning platform. Object model gives impact to student confidence in robotics programming, programming concept, city concept, and teamwork. Tools support the instructional object implementation. The tool help the student to be more confident in collaborative learning because the tools support the student to assess learning material and communicate with instructor or facilitators, and also support the robot competition activities. In conclusion, the proposed collaborative learning approach used in the problem-solving activities can enhance student confidence in learning the course online and expose students to mobile robot software development using physical hardware during pandemic. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was the project that we run. So let I bring more focus with the main tools that we will discuss today. So the main tool is Discord, and then the collaborative learning environment consists of three main location. Okay, two main location, which is school. All the students will be in their school respectively, meaning that we have 5 schools. So all the students are in their school. And then in UTM, we have 2 spaces. One space is for facilitator and another space is for lecturer at the conference room. We call it the lecturer will be in the conference room where the lecturer will monitor all the activities and help, and the lecturer also will help and intervene the learning process. And then this is what happened at school, where we actually assist the teacher to install all the tools that require, including Discord. And then the day before we start the program, we will do a dry run with the student and the teacher to make sure they can log in into this, are registered into Discord, registered into micro-credential, and their robot are working well before we start the class. Okay, so this is what we do with school before the event start. And then in operation room setting, the operation room is where the facilitator are university schools, university students, where they act as a facilitator, and we assign each facilitator to monitor and to mentor each group. So there are group which one facilitator, and there are one facilitator sometimes need to mentor 2 groups. Okay, so we have all the facilitator in one room, so that if they have any technical or any other problems, then they can discuss among them as a facilitator. And they have their own computer or lab computer, so that they can communicate with the school and the group they're mentoring. And for conference room setting, we're using hybrid classroom setting, where hybrid classroom setting allow facilitator, lecturer to simultaneously teach on-site or remote student, meaning that the participant of this, the conference room, okay, can be online and offline. So both participants, online and offline, will get to know what's happening in both situations. All right. So we call it conference room, because all the formal event like opening and closing and competition will be run here in the conference room. Okay, this is one example how we operate the. So all lecturer that want to talk online will need to use microphone, so that everybody online can hear the lecturer or the facilitator. And announcement will be done here. Okay.
On video that
Dan jawapan yang diberi itu salah, you boleh buat video ataupun you boleh draw something, letakkan dalam creative content. Tengok macam mana. Jadi part of your creative content solution, right?
Okay, this is situation where we use Discord in the conference room, but definitely the facilitator will also use Discord individually with their groups. Okay, and then I also discussed the team formation later, how we assign group consists of students and facilitators, and then how we monitor and monitoring and mentoring process happen for the facilitator and the lecturer to deliver and monitor. In terms of the material and the lecture, everything are in micro-credential. Is the most important thing here is mentoring them step by step in the process of problem solving. And then the lecturer will monitor the student progress in terms of their quizzes, in terms of exercises that we give them in the micro-credential. Okay. So another one is we also monitor how the facilitator coach their team in solving the problems. Okay. Okay, this is how we form. So after the school will submit name, we have 5 schools here, and then each school will submit 3 groups. Each group consists of 3 students. So in total, we have every school will have 12 students, 3 to 4. Every 12 students for each school are divided into 3 groups. Okay, so then we will create their own channel for each group. So for each school like SMKA Segamat, they have their the gender channel. They also have their discussion, and they also have their group. So meaning that there are multi-layer of discussion. We can have overall discussion, all school together to have discussion here using the general channel, and each school can have their own discussion as well in their school, and then and also in each group we also can have each group discussion. So there will be multi-layer discussion or channel that we created. And then in terms of the monitoring, we have facilitator. We appointed the facilitator. The facilitator are our master and PhD student, and also our final year undergraduate student. And then they will have mentoring each group, how they go through each of the material. So there will be no live lecture. There will be no no instruction given, except everything are in video. We already have all the micro-credential. The student just follow through each material online. Okay, we have video, we have quizzes, we have exercises online. Just that the thing that we need to do in the 3 days, make sure they go through all the material, they go through all the quizzes, the lecture note, and then help them if they have any problem on understanding it. And then the facilitator will mentor and make sure they can practice the programming. And then the last day we will do the competition. For the lecturers, okay, so all mentoring process will be done by each mentor. So for a lecturer, we are monitoring their summative and formative assessment. When the student submits something, then the lecturer will start to assess and to see the status of each group. Okay, are they at the right track, or they're having problem? If they need help, then the lecturer will intervene into any particular group that having problems. So basically what they delivers are algorithms, robotic programming, quizzes. They need to do all quizzes for all concept of computational thinking. And then they also need to share with us their photo and video during the learning process, because we want to know how they do the learning process. And then they also need to time their robot, how fast the robot can solve the problem. Okay, how fast they can program the robot. Okay, so the forum is done in 2 channels, definitely in text channels, and this is example of discussion happen in voice channel. So the instruction is given online. So when we're talking about we have hardware, so the mentor really need to clearly instruct the student what to do, what are the problem with the robot, how should we their program, and how they should. So the mentor really help in the process of the student learning. So the mentor will start asking the student read, go through the material and start doing practical exercises. Okay, then they are doing the mentoring. So after this is the perception of the student when we ask among we use different in average all platform 96% positive response. But they really like Discord a lot as compared to other platform. Okay, and then in terms of collaborative learning, they feel that the process, the activity that we went through in 3 days, they're really confident with their facilitator responsibility in collaborative learning, interaction with the group members. Even though their interaction is physical with their group members, but their interaction with facilitator and lecturer are online. Okay, deliver teams work, practice in collaborative learning. So they really agree with the process. And then teamwork in tasks, how they complete the teamworks in their tasks. Their perception is 96% agree with the process. So as this I conclude, the student love Discord. Okay, so it seems like a good tools, or might be they're familiar with the tools because they are gamers. So I'm really agree with Dr. Shahliza sharing just now, where she mentioned about what are the advantage, how Discord fit in our teaching and learning. But for us in this project, it fit well because of it being used for gamers. This is one example why the gamers really promote Discord in their game. And then as for us, we also using we introducing computational thinking, a study of a strategy of solving problem in computing, where you're using problem-based, using educational robotics and gamification. So we also introduce game, but as a physical game, not an online game. The purpose why we use a robot and we use gamification is to motivate and attract students to learn more on computational thinking and programming. Okay, so this is how does it fit in online environment or ubiquitous learning environment? I would like to show a video what are the different process that the student went through when they do it online and when they manage the process physical. Okay, this is happen when we do it physical. So we will gather all the students in one large space, and then the student will be formed in group, and then they will solve the problem in group. Okay, then we will manage a competition. We organize a competition so that the group will compete among them. Then they will have like certain token or prize for their game play. Okay, so this is before. After COVID, the school also requests, is it possible to be done to be done online. So we're thinking about what is the best process to do it. And here I share how we do it, where form the team, the student will do activity. This is what happening at each school. Sorry. That is at school. This is in UTM. Okay. The first day we gather, and then the facilitator in one room, and the lecturers and the other participants in another room. Then we have this talk group. Then during the competition, the last day is the competition day, the third day. So we will have a competition for the halfway. We have Sarina, which is okay. Then that's the end of my sharing. I would like to conclude my presentation, Dr. Shahliza, and my presentation as nothing can replace physical, because physical is the best. But using Discord was the second best that we think so far. After we experimented at school, we experimented in university classes. This is the second best so far after physical. So so it really helped, the platform really helped us to interact with students and to monitor the student progress. So it helped build a classroom feeling and allow everybody to work together, collaborative, much like a physical room. We're trying to make it like a physical classroom. So with that, I end our presentation with our acknowledgement to the grant provider, the participant, which are UTM students who join our classes, and the teacher and school student who also join our program, and also our Roboca team, where we have our technical team who from electrical engineering, and our researcher and our facilitator, which is in the process of organizing the program. So with that, I end my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you, Prof. Dr. Dayang and also Dr. Shahliza. So now I will open for question and answer from participant. You can just type in the chat box or you can unmute your mic to ask the question to the speakers. Okay, so rasanya belum lagi kot. My question is, Doctor, maybe either one of you can, when Discord is embedded in the course, right? Do you need to change the course plan to support the implementation or just using the current plan?
Dr. Shahliza, maybe you want to respond to that?
Thank you for the question. So basically, Discord actually support the course plan because we really need to communicate with the student, and student have to communicate with their team members. So basically, Discord really help in order to do that, and we don't have to change anything in the course plan because the course plan really need Discord to implement the teamwork actually. That is my opinion and my experience.
So the assessment in the course plan is still the same as before, is it?
Yes, same as before.
Okay, and then also for the when you create the team in the Discord, right? Is it we can monitor the student during the, for example, if is it apa, outside the class when they do the discussion, something like that. If we just in time for the online session also, can we just interrupt them during the session if they are still discussing?
Oh, okay. So basically, I asked them if they have any question during their discussion, just tag me in Discord. So I go to their team channel and join them. So there are times that I have to really join them because they don't understand the question. Because when it's online, there are so much to read, so much to do, and sometimes network problem. So basically, they ask me to rephrase back what to do, and then do does what they do correct or not. So that it is just discussion so that they understand more about the material.
Okay, so meaning that majority of the UTM staff they implement the Discord inside the apa, courses, is it? Yeah.
For School of School of Electrical Engineering, the champion is Dr. Nurzal. So there are lecturers from UPM also implement. There are champions of Discord in USM also, but in UTM, I can tell that there are two schools using Discord, which are School of Computing and School of Electrical Engineering. So we collaborate together in order to make the usage of Discord more efficient in our teaching and learning.
So the Discord is free, is it, Doctor? Free for all the user. You need do they have any limitation? For example, when you want to upload the data, or they have a limited cloud for the database. Is it like that? No.
So for now, because we have the LMS, the Moodle, okay, and we are being counted of how much we use Moodle, then we get point. Is it Dr. Dayang? We can call it point for using Moodle, so that every hardcore material is in Moodle. But for extra material we use Discord. For example, of course, the video and also technical papers, extra technical papers, and also files. For now, I don't have any problem in uploading the file to the student. There is no limitation for now. Okay, but maybe if I give a bigger file, maybe that is a problem. But for now, I don't have that kind of problem.
Another limitation might be, Dr. Shahliza, is the number of students can join this one channel, right?
No, basically they can join 100 over can join. How? Because we have tried 4 sections of four sections at the same time. We give a mass lecture. Yes, we can, but the limitation, like what Dr. Dayang said, is to share the stream, to share our screen. So there must be multiple sharing in that particular room in that particular channel. And also I think that's the problem lah, that we can have a discussion 100 over students or 100 over people in one channel, but the limitation is to share the screen. One person is not enough to share the screen, so another student will share his screen to another mass of student. So maybe 2 or 3 sharing that, because we can do that in Discord actually.
Okay, so for Prof Dayang, I can see that the activities that involve the students, right, is macam the students nowadays can play around with the Discord as well. You can see the successful of the program itself kan. Kalau kita tengok semuanya berjaya dengan tu, although it's just online, right? So they have so UTM plays a good the best roles in collaborative learning, including the student itself. It's not only the university students, right? And also we have students, pelajar-pelajar sekolah pun still boleh dapat inisiatif daripada the Discord and everything. You can see that nowadays the youngsters semuanya prefer the Discord kan.
Yeah,
So any comments?
it is a platform untuk game. Mungkin kita je yang lambat tahu. Yeah, just that when we know about Discord, we really need, as educator lah, we have to tengok what is the best way we can utilize the platform so that kita boleh attract them to learn something through a Discord. So it seems like kami tak ada masalah langsung dengan pelajar sekolah tu untuk interact dengan facilitator, dengan lecturer during 3-day session untuk solve the problem. In fact, kadang-kadang dia pun ajak abang-abang tu, kadang-kadang we monitor daripada 8 hingga 5. Tapi during PKP hari itu sekolah hanya buka sampai separuh hari. And then dia semua balik di rumah masing-masing. And then they have discussion dengan abang-abang tu sometimes petang and malam pun. Sebab they want to make sure their group can solve the problem dan boleh menang that competition. It's like a motivation for them lah. So maksudnya dalam a formal situation, dekat di dalam kalau ada dalam time frame tu mereka ada di sekolah, di makmal, and sehingga tengah hari, sebab masa we organised early 2021 last time, sekolah hanya dibenarkan buka half day. Tapi petang pun diorang pun ajak abang-abang tu untuk have the discussion, and in fact malam pun ada coaching juga. So it's a good environment where you don't limit the student to do the discussion within the time frame that you have. Okay.
Okay, so thank you Prof and also Dr. Shahliza for a very good sharing. So saya rasa this is the best way for us to interact, to attract our student. Cari apa yang mereka minat and try to explore jugalah as a adult kan. Okay, so rasanya any questions from the participants? Rasanya tak ada kot. Okay, Doctor, and then I think we end the sessions lah. Okay, so we end the session. So I would like to conclude our workshop for today. So we hope that you found this sharing valuable for all of you to develop your own teaching styles. So we hope that you will be getting some inspirations from both speakers. We have Dr. Shahliza and also Prof. Dr. Dayang, which is now an expert in Discord. Okay, for your teaching and learning. Okay, so thank you very much for your time and participation in this workshop. And thank you Doktor and Prof. Selamat berbuka puasa nanti and Assalamualaikum.